Wait, what? No, I know this. I did. I know this.
What am I paying you right now?
No. Court calls the case of both sides versus the one winner mate.
James Fink for the plaintiff.
You're not checked in. You may proceed.
Says he's going to have it paid today.
Yeah.
It's an action for non-payment of rent. This defendant owes $1,879 in rent.
What you're witnessing here isn't just a routine housing docket. It's a rapid-fire test of accountability, credibility, and survival under financial pressure. Within minutes, tenants are confronted with hard numbers, strict deadlines, and the real possibility of losing their homes. The judge moves quickly, but not blindly. Every dollar paid, every promise made, and every excuse offered is being weighed. The central question is simple but brutal. Can these tenants prove right now that they deserve more time, or does the law move forward without mercy? Stay with us, because the smallest detail in this courtroom could decide who walks out protected and who doesn't.
Costs of $172 for a total of $2,051, possession only.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That's by default. Redemption amount, any amount requested. It's a rich issue in 10 years. Outside Lake 2 versus Deion Brown.
Total.
Deion Brown, you know.
You got James Fink for the plaintiff. He's at $1,444.55.
I made 680 payments today with the court and escrow.
How much? Yep, he did.
Yesterday I made a $6 payment online. It was all I could make. But so with total, I made $1,001 as of today. So that's the total I made.
Hold on, how much did you pay?
Yesterday I paid $6. The day before that I made
$6.
Yeah.
Six,
yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
And then the day before that I paid $315.
Gotcha. And then you paid $680 into the core.
Yeah.
What's that late PM? You're at 1440.
I should be at 445.
680. Yeah, something like a little bit more than that, but
all right.
when are you going to have January?
January won't be paid until the 6th or the 7th, whatever that.
So when?
The 7th.
All of it?
Hopefully. I just found out on Wednesday I get a garnishment on my check. So that's why I wasn't able to pay more.
I'm just wondering which works out better for him, to adjourn it or to do it now. It sounds like if he's going to get it paid.
The 445 on the 31st. And then I can just worry about January's on the 7th. Because it's going to be late regardless.
Can you pay by the 31st?
If I didn't have that garnishment, then I would be able
to. Right, but hold on a second. There's a reason why it's being asked. Can you get the rent, the 445 or the 500, right around there, whatever that is? Are you sure you can get that by the 31st?
Yes.
Are you?
Right now I'm $80 short. I just have to borrow that.
$80 short?
Yeah, I have to get that from somebody. But
okay.
But yeah.
So here's what I'm going to do. You got to have it in before the end of the month.
I can get it.
Okay, just listen to me, because what happens if you get it in before the end of the month, they dismiss the case.
Okay.
So what that means is I'm going to adjourn your case out to the 9th. If you don't get that paid by then, and I got to come back on the 9th, the first click in, then I'm dealing with January rent.
Okay.
And I like you, but I don't need to see you.
Okay.
You hear me?
Yeah. So 45 on the 31st.
This moment is critical. The judge isn't forgiving the debt. He's strategically postponing enforcement. By offering adjournment instead of immediate possession, the court creates a narrow legal window for redemption. But notice the pressure. Payment must be complete, accurate, and timely. No rounding errors, no missing $5. This isn't sympathy, it's conditional relief. The judge makes it clear that once January rent enters the equation, leniency disappears. This approach balances tenant hardship against landlord rights, reminding us that housing court isn't emotional arbitration, it's financial compliance under strict judicial timelines.
Yeah,
Whatever your balance is, but
whatever the balance.
Well, the balance is 444 plus. I have that in an email. So,
Okay.
that's check next week, just to make sure. I don't want you coming back over $5.
I was told that if I paid the 445,
If you come back in here over $5, you know what I'm gonna
my
do?
balance is zero if I pay up.
He doesn't care. January 9th, 2026, what time? At 1 p.m. That's in person. Get it paid. I don't expect to see you. Since I won't see you, have a happy new year.
Thank you. Have a good
You hear me? Take care. He's gonna do everything in his power to come back. Golf site Lake 3 versus Eric Gall.
James Fink for the plaintiff. 26, 24, 34 total.
26, 36,
24. 26, 24, 34.
24, 30. Okay, how are we getting this paid?
How much do you see that I paid?
So I'm trying to do some math.
Because it should be a little bit lower than that, but I made it.
Yeah, like 100
and one yesterday.
100 and something. Well, yesterday I wouldn't have. So
And then this morning I made one for $250. I did 70 yesterday.
looks like you paid.
You see the 45 and the 85.
I see the 45 and the 85. So you paid 125 since we were here last.
And then yesterday I paid 70, and then today I paid $250.
$17 or
70.
70?
Yeah.
70 and 250.
Yeah.
320.
So he's at about 2,300 total. She's at about 2,300 total.
All right. How you gonna get that done?
So I have an appointment with Hawk on the 5th. I did an SER.
On the 5th, and he did an SER.
Yes. But I will still make payments, currently.
No, I know. I'm not,
It will be
but this is the part.
26. Wait a minute. I'm missing. I think I'm missing a page. Are you zero now? Right? How much is your rent?
1179.
I don't have the page of the ledger, but it looks like it'll be about 4 after the first.
4,000. Okay, depending on what Hawk then says,
Yeah.
and then if you could come up with 1,000.
And, but even if he gets a judgment now under 3, they're going to want him to be at 0 in order to pay him.
Pardon?
They're going to want him to
Have it
not just to satisfy the judgment. They want him to be at 0.
0. Is that 4?
It'll be about 38, I think.
38, then gotta get 8 in. If Hawk then were to say, we'll pay the 3, we gotta find 8. That makes sense to you? What I'm saying?
When's your appointment?
10th? 5th.
5th. I'm gonna, nice, keep paying on this.
Okay. I will.
January 9, 2026, 1 p.m. Just keep paying on it.
Best.
I'm not sure what we'll do. We'll figure it out. All right. We did it the last 8 times, so we'll figure it out. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Take care. Gulfside Lake versus Emmett Redwine. And here we go.
We approach.
Both of you? Come on. Wait, what? You know, I know this. I did. I know this.
What am I paying you right now?
No, no.
All right. So what do you have as his current balance?
306873.
Told me you paid 1,000
Paid
today.
1,000 of that today.
So that's where he's down. My understanding is you need till the 16th to get this all paid.
Correct.
All right, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lock the figure in, give you a judgment for possession. I'm gonna do the whole 306873. They'll take, I'm gonna do that as the whole amount of the judgment. They'll take out the 1,000 once they have it on there. And then you gotta have everything paid by the 16th,
Okay, how much is that with that?
by January 16th,
And
2026.
that's 2,000, how much?
Huh?
So that's,
This would be 2100
okay,
Yeah, about 21.
by the 17th.
Yes. That's,
okay.
That's the redemption date, 17th.
yes.
Appreciate it.
Got it?
Good.
We're good.
Well, good one. Happy New Year.
And to you, Mr.
Thank you.
Birdline. That's gotta be the shortest time, well, the second shortest time you talked to me.
When it doesn't count the 5 minutes I had before you took the bench.
Yeah, okay. Court does call the case, Bellside Lake 3 versus Michelle Goebel. She's on Zoom.
Marlon Goebel.
And Darwin. Or Marlon, excuse me.
Hey, it's Michelle.
There she is. Okay.
288835.
So I did cash in a money order. I have it right here. I didn't realize until I got home that we needed to scan like a barcode and all that. So I'm going to find a way to get that to the office. So I
Is
have
that, how much is that for?
850.
Okay. So you told me you were gonna pay 1,000 by today, but you only have the 850.
Yes, I had to pay my internet. That was about 1.6. Then I had to get food. And that's all I have. So, but
Food and internet.
I work from home, so the
No,
internet.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you don't have to apologize for that. I get it. I don't know. I'd probably go without food before I went without internet. Okay. So she paid 850.
It looks like she has to go to a cash payment place to make her payments because of the NSF earlier this month.
Got it. Okay.
I just want to make sure she knows that.
You know that? You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. So she's at around the $2,000 figure. When do you think you're going to come up with that amount?
So I did find out today that my job has a financial hardship program.
Pardon? That your work does?
Yep. And but they don't come back into the office until next Friday. So I already submitted my forms and everything. I did apply to Hawk as well. I haven't heard back from them yet.
Okay.
Right now-
Here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
How much is your monthly rent or thereabouts?
About like $12.50, I believe.
Okay. Then here's what I'm going to do. You paid the 8, you got yourself down basically in the $2,000 range. I'm going to lock that figure in. I'm not going to include January in this. I'm going to judgment for possession, no tribal issue. I'm going to make it for the 288835. All right. But I'm going to give you about 10 more days to get it done. So you got to get that in. You apply through your hardship program, see if you can get all this done. But this figure doesn't include January.
Okay.
Okay? So then I'll just make it the 16th of January for a red. So I'm giving you additional time. See if you can get the hardship program, get that money in. That'll clear you through December, and then you work toward January. Fair enough?
Thank you so much, Your Honor. That's great. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
You take care. I realize things have kind of been tough for you, but I have to appreciate one thing about you, Miss Goebel. And that is every time you shown up, no matter how dark or whatever it looked, you always had a smile on your face.
Here, we see something rare in eviction court, judicial recognition of conduct beyond money. While payments matter, consistency, transparency, and attitude quietly influence outcomes. The judge notes repeated appearances, honest effort, and follow-through, factors that don't erase debt but can slow the hammer. Yet make no mistake, goodwill is not a substitute for payment. This exchange highlights a deeper reality of housing court. Those who engage, communicate, and show responsibility are often granted time, while silence or evasion accelerates removal. It's not favoritism, it's procedural trust.
So always keep that up, okay?
I appreciate you. Thanks. Happy New Year.
And to you. Gulfside Lake versus Ashley Branch.
She is at 2388.67, which means she paid $1,000.
Got it. Her name?
Ashley Branch.
All right. And Branch, how were you intending on getting the rest of this paid?
So yesterday I made a payment for $1,380. I don't know if it uploaded or not.
Nope.
Okay.
Not, I mean, it might have uploaded, but I don't know about it.
She
So-
paid the 1,000 plus 1,380?
No, I paid $1,380 altogether yesterday.
1380?
Yes.
So that would take her to 2008, so 2010 roughly.
And I paid last week when we spoke, I paid the hold on, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got that.
Okay, and then I paid $300 on the 19th.
Got that.
You got that? So my balance is $2,000.
Well, yeah, here. May I, Your Honor, can I take a second with her? Here's your ledger. Here's your two payments. So you were at 3388 last week when you were in court. Paid that, so it's 2388. You don't have the 1380 that you paid. So, and then here's what you gotta be careful about though is after you're gonna, on the first, you're gonna go up to 38.56. If you right now, you get 2388 minus that 13.
80. So, okay.
Wait, so you say she paid 13.8, so you owe 1,000.
$1,098, I believe.
When can you pay that?
I can do 500 next Thursday when I get paid, and then can I do January and then the 598 on the 9th?
So you can get,
Want to just adjourn it?
yeah, you can get everything. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. You got a plan. She goes, what do you need? I'm gonna adjourn this out to the 9th. Give you a chance to get everything.
If you get to a zero balance, you don't have to come to court.
On the 9th.
Yeah.
January 9th, 2026, 1 p.m.
Okay.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy New Year. Court does call the case of Glencoe Hills versus Miguel Lopez. The matter is dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice. If that does, that block does it. All right. All right. Thank you, Mr. Fink. And Happy New Year to you and also your court is staying in recess. We'll get our next box up and get into the place versus Jamar Pye. All right. State your name.
Joe Marpa.
Thank you. All right. Where are we with his?
To keep cheating me by bringing the baby in. He's at 1,017.36.
1,017.36.
Which means he's paid a little over 500.
From the last time that we were here, right?
Yeah, he was supposed to pay 1,000, but he did pay.
Well, no, I had his.
Oh no, I'm sorry, that's the next one.
Yeah, no, he wasn't going to pay 1,000. He was going to pay. He was actually going to pay 400, but paid more than.
Yeah, I
Said he-
paid $530 and paid an extra 100 the other day. So I'm at like 900 right now, but the last 100 is pending like right now.
You paid something yesterday
Yes.
on Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Okay, so okay, I got you. No, that's fine. You don't have to show it. I believe you. Because you paid more than what you, reason I don't need to say, you told me that you were gonna pay 4, but you've actually paid more than what you told me you were gonna pay.
Right.
Okay, so how are you gonna get this last part paid out?
Well, rent coming up, so I'm gonna pay rent, and then
Well, hold on. Don't, I hear what you're saying.
right,
I don't wanna look at it that way right now.
right.
How would you get this 1,017 paid?
Really basically paying it. I was gonna try to pay it all off through January. That's what I was planning to do. Cause it's only
That
900 right
and-
now.
Right, that and January?
Yeah, and January rent. So upcoming rent, and then before February rent come, it should be all the way down.
Okay, so, all right. I gotta work with certain accounting principles as to how we're doing this, okay? So, how much is your monthly rent?
Around like 658 just rent by itself.
All right, so let me ask you this. When's the next payment you can make?
It'll be after the first, so probably.
No, that's okay. I just needed you to tell me when you can do it.
Well, I was doing 200 a week, so
You're doing 200 a week is what you want to do.
yeah.
So what day do you get paid? I mean, what day of the week were you going to try to make that 200?
I want to say like the 5th.
The Monday?
Yeah. Well, I don't know exactly what day it is, but the 5th of January.
That's a Monday.
All right.
But that's when you want to pay the next 200 is what you're telling me. But here's the deal. If you pay 200 each week, then by the end, if you start on the 5th, by the end of January, you've only paid $800, which is really effectively going to be just basically your January rent cost.
Right.
But then you're still going to owe this 900 down.
Right.
You follow me?
Yeah, but I was saying I was gonna pay rent too, like paying rent too.
Right, but so here's what I'm trying to do, like with everybody else. I'm trying to work out how you're gonna do this so I can give you more time to get it done.
Okay.
Because right now, if I give this judgment, you gotta come up with that basically 1,000 according to their records, but 900 according to yours. You have to come up with that by the 5th.
Okay, no.
So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out how to kind of spread it out for you, but I got to make sure for the landlord that everything's going to get paid.
Okay, right.
So when are you going to pay, since you want to work it that way, we'll try it. When are you going to pay your January rent?
Around the same time I was gonna pay that extra 200. So
Around the 5th?
yeah.
Okay.
So
So,
you're gonna pay
hold on
like
a second.
900 on the 5th total?
Right. And that's
Yeah, then-
Your rent's 729.
Yeah.
And how much did you pay yesterday?
I paid 100 yesterday.
729, and then you're going to pay, so we might be able to do this, do it
Right.
just as straight. Okay.
Yeah.
So you
Well, let's
got
make it-
900 basically that you got to pay, right?
Right. Yeah.
So we're going to make this real simple.
Closer to 8. The rent's 729 and he's got, the utilities are pretty small there because they're split with the other folks in the apartment. But his January rent is going to be just under 800.
800.
And he owes
So-
1,017.36, make it 917.36. So that's why I say his rent's going to be a total of 8.
So he needs the additional 200, which will bring him about 1,000 and do whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, young man, again, just trying to make it simple. By that date, the 5th,
Mhm.
do you think you can come up with $1,000? Well, no. How much would he have to come up with? Let's see. You got me
He
confused.
says if he paid 100 yesterday,
He's
he
at,
owes 917.36.
Right, so $900.
so can you pay that 917.36 by the 5th? Or if I gave you to the 7th, can you get that paid?
Can we go to the 10th, or am I pushing it?
What about the 9th?
9th, cool. We can do the 9th.
Yes, I do. No, that's fine. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grant a judgment for possession for that total amount of the 917.56. That's only because they don't have the 100 right now.
Right,
But they'll
but it's just-
subtract that out. All right? And then I'll give you until the 9th.
All right, so if it's all paid, I'll have to come back here on the
You don't have to come back. The baby does, you don't know. But no, you don't have to come back on that, but understand that what we just ordered here, that doesn't include your January rent.
Right,
Even though you're paying the January, you gotta then get your January rent paid.
that's cool.
Got it?
Yep,
Okay, that'll work.
appreciate it.
All right, not a problem. Take care. Peninsula Place versus Yakutis Gardner. Should have just called them up at the same time. Why not? Then they just switch the baby, bring the baby.
Yeah, they're doing that.
They've got it all under
They
control.
know.
They realize that I like both of them, but I'd rather just see the baby.
She's at 1999.61.
1999.61. All right. And Ms. Gardner, how are you gonna get that? Now,
I couldn't,
you said you paid 1,000.
I couldn't pay it. My car broke down.
Your what?
My car broke down in
Okay.
the middle of the street. But I have half of the 1,000 from January 2nd right now. That I can,
Say again?
I was gonna pay another 1,000 on January 2nd. I have half of it now if you want me to pay.
Half of. You have 1,000?
She has 500 right now.
From my check that's coming next week.
Okay.
You want me to pay it before the 2nd, I can pay the
And then the second, you'll have how much?
500.
So you'll have 1,000 by the second. Gotcha.
You have the other 1,000.
The 16th,
The 15th?
the 16th, 2 weeks from the 2nd.
By the 15th,
16th.
16th, that Friday. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Ms. Gardner, here's what I'm gonna do, because this is gonna be I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna lock you in at this point so that we're not dealing. How much is your January rent?
635 before add.
Okay. Then I'm not gonna worry about your January at this point. I'm gonna give you time to get this done.
Mhm.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grant it for possession to the landlord for the 1999.61. Defendant to pay $1,000 January 2nd, 2026. Getting paid balance by January 16th. 2026. You don't pay that 1,000 by the 2nd, then what's gonna happen is they're gonna be entitled to a writ on the 5th.
Okay,
Got it?
Mhm.
You think you can do that?
yeah, I'm gonna pay it.
Why are you looking at me like that, Miss Phil? Didn't I?
Me?
Yeah. Are you just looking at me funny? What, are you mad at me?
No, I forgot
I
to
don't
check the money judgment box on Mr. Pye's judgment. I was waiting for a chance to tell you that I would request that you check the money judgment box on that.
Oh, on that, okay. We'll do that. Then I'll grant a judgment
The
to
guilty
the
plea were
plaintiff
no
in this
man
case
pursued.
for possession and money All right, you'll get everything paid by the 16th,
Yes.
right? And now that we resolved both of your cases, the little guy, I don't get to see him anymore. I almost want to just set another date for one of the two of you, make me bring the baby. All right, you guys take care of yourselves. Take care of that little one. All right. I need Mr. Pye's file back so I can check the box for Mr. Glencoe Hills versus Ali Hicks.
With deadlines set and no excuses left, the court pushed every tenant toward a final decision that would determine whether they stayed or left.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. Your name?
Ollie Renee Hicks.
All right. And where are we with? Well, this was a judgment taken.
But you've already issued a judgment and an order of eviction. It's scheduled for the 8th. She, with the help of Ms. Bauer, has had her voucher reinstated by RPI, and they have not sent official notification yet.
So
see, the documentation from our RPI will reduce her to $896.69.
That she would owe on that?
That she would owe, and otherwise it would be, yeah, so that's what we have is $896.69 that she will still owe, which I think she's responsible to pay.
Okay, what do you want to say, man?
I spoke with an attorney from Legal Services,
Okay.
and he stated to me that there is a possibility that my portion to pay may be zero because I was cut off of Social Security in July. So there may be a chance that it will be zero, but I have to wait to find out. I'm not for sure, but he said that there is a possibility. But also, in addition to that, I have an appointment with Hawk the first week of January, and they are working together with Senior Services to get the rent paid. I believe the name of the group is Senior Services of Washtenaw County.
If I could have just a moment here, I did get an email from Mr. Campbell. Let's see. That's not helpful, but let's see. Housing Bureau, Ms. Linton is involved, and so they are reversing the current termination, but there's still some gazintas to do about some employment that Ms. Hicks has had. So as of right now, it looks like my client used the best case scenario for what we know, which is that she owes $896 will be her portion, $896.69.
Okay. But she has two.
Instead of 5,300 or something.
Right,
like that.
exactly. So it seems to me that what I will do is I think I'm inclined to adjourn this to the 16th. I want to see what the agency says, whether or not there's assistance there that would at least pay that off. There may have to be some calculation, but also if your rent should have been zero, it may give them time to figure that out, which might reduce that. Now it might go up because there's some other issues involved. I get that, but at least it. Yes, ma'am.
I spoke with Mr. Campbell last night, and there was a job I had, and that job was, I took the position because I was cut off with Social Security, and I stated to him that that was after I was, the voucher had been terminated, which was September. so that that employment will not impact what I owe.
Okay. We'll sort that out.
Yes,
I'm more worried about the fact that if there's assistance out there that will cover that, then we can cover it. But also then if it was supposed to be zero, then maybe that's gonna take away some of that. That's really what concerns me. But what the good thing is that the big chunk of it.
yeah.
All right. So,
I don't do my.
Have you issued the order of eviction, Your Honor?
I
I
do,
see that we submitted one, and my client told me it was scheduled for the 8th, but I don't have a signed copy in front of me.
you see the red on the,
I just want to make sure that nobody
on the
comes on
11th?
the 8th to move
Yeah,
her out when she's expecting to come to court on the, did you say?
16th. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay the writ at this point, or stay the execution of the writ. And then I'll adjourn this to January 16th, 2026 at 2 p.m. Okay. And then maybe we can have the news either on the assistance or the other thing. Sound good?
That'll work.
yeah,
Okay. All right.
wonderful.
Thank you. Have a blessed meeting.
Across this docket, one principle dominates. Deadlines rule everything. The court repeatedly locks figures, grants conditional possession judgments, and offers adjournments not as mercy, but as structured opportunity. Tenants are pushed to the edge, yet given clear paths to compliance. Some succeed through partial payments and assistance programs. Others stand one missed deadline away from eviction. This is housing law in its rawest form, balanced, firm, and relentlessly procedural. If you found this case as intense and revealing as we did, hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more in-depth, no-nonsense courtroom breakdowns that expose how justice really operates, one case at a time.